Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Orange Delhi Sultanates, we have heyayayaya. Spawning as the blue Abbasid Dynasty, we have Morrikan. Putting fast on forward. Of course, we've got the mosque and mill here, pretty standard. Over here, do have House of Wisdom immediately being built. House of Wisdom has been built there. Of course, this civilization will focus on golden ages. Villagers, and once there's 10 structures, villagers gather 50%. All gathering rate is increased by 50%. And then when there's more structures, more research speed. I wonder if those two first ones stack. Probably not, because plus 30% of all gathering rate would be quite absurd. And then with 60 structures, they'll get a lot of extra faster gathering rate and production speed. Cultural Wing and Dome of the Faith. Dome of Faith allows to give out more scholars, and for the whatchamacallit. There's another one that's usually deployed out there. I just can't find it. It wasn't the House of Wisdom. I must be mistaken. Both players at tier 2 or age 2. So many civilizations in this game. I still don't really know them all too well because I only ever played the campaign. You have another town center being deployed out by Orange. Very nice. And you got a military barracks as well. Orange is going for a very, very fast eco. Like Orange Scout's being pursued by Blue Scout. That definitely looks like it's trying to be pursued. And it looks like Blue's going to try to wall up this area first. Let's find some stabs there on the villager. Of course, Scout's not the highest damage unit. Over here, we'll say hello. And you have multiple secret sites now being captured up by Orange, since he does have access to scholars pretty early on. Allows him to go to the secret sites early, very, very quickly. And this may be one reason why Blue has walled off this sacred site as well, just trying to deny any sort of early sacred site victory. We do have a scout here. It does find the scholar there. The scout needs to hunt down that scholar because he hasn't walled off this region just yet. So he can't deny the capture there by putting the scout on top of the secret site. We've got an outpost here that's not fully built by Orange, and it looks like he's just trying to chop down a tree there, not actually build the outpost. Doggy does go down. Wild doggy. Exotic doggy. And it looks like he will maybe be able to wall off this area before that scholar goes in. Yep. This one still has access to 2 sacred sites there. Blue only has 1 military unit. I believe that's just the scout. Right now, villager production is going quite smooth for both players, 44 to 43. Both players have gotten their second town center. And it looks like this spearman's going to try to take some time and open up these palisades with 1 torch at a time. We're just going to go straight for the palisade gate. More of these spearmen are advancing forward. And now it looks like this palisade gate is going to receive quite a bit of fire now. Orange is pulling out quite a bit of force there, probably from the military military academies. And he's pulling out some defensive towers now. Blue still only has 1 scout, does get some more units now deployed out. You have, looks like, some camels. We've got some camel riders now deployed on out. And does have a number of man-arms in the build queue as well. Looks like Orange is going for, Orange is going for a layer of walls around Blue's walls. Does stop the relic, doesn't have, not stop the relic victory, but hasn't captured that point. Over here, this point's now under siege, trying to be interrupted. Blue's various mounted forces are skirmishing around, and it's going to slow down since we're going to see a bit of engagement right here. Over here, just like man-at-arms are engaging spearmen. Man-at-arms should be able to win out no problem. And these camels and the scout are trying to hit these archers, and they are going to perhaps get one or two. I don't think they're going to be all too successful. A number of scholars just came out as well. The scout does go down. The camel riders are still riding around. They don't have a whole lot of pierce armor, or should I say any pierce armor. Camel riders do get on out of there. Man-at-arms is still very much alive. And looks like Orange will go ahead and finish off this wall. Spearman right here does get annihilated by these man-at-arms. And that scholar does go down now. Starting to siege down some of these palisade walls, trying to stop that secret capture or secret sites. We got an outpost here. It has been upgraded. They throw these archers in there to increase the arrow count. Then being on the outside is not going to be very handy either way. And they get into the tower now, getting some extra arrows there. Orange, some more archers there. Spearman coming in to support as well. No, he's walling in these man-at-arms. While these man-at-arms are engaging the spearmen now, it's going to be good engagement for the man-at-arms, but they are severely outnumbered. Archers getting some good hits on in, and the cavalry does find their way to the archers. Now, we do have a keep being employed out here, and this is by blue, not by orange. He needs to break out through this palisade wall there. More of these horsemen being picked on off. Does have a big wave of villagers advancing forward. Now the man-at-arms need to hit these spearmen before they engage the villagers. Now he sees the keep going down right there. We're just going to raise some big red flags. Or should I say big black flags, since the flag is just a simple solid black flag. That was a horrible pun. You have a handful of outposts here now. Looks like both upgraded arrows. At this point, it's going to be recaptured by orange. And blue is now building out a frontline Maganel. The villagers now are seeing some fire from these forces. Does take out one of those archers, or one of those villagers. Horsemen charge on forward. We'll see quite a bit of fire right there. Just got a stone encampment there, trying to get that stone wall on near the front line. Council now seeing quite a bit of fire there from these men-at-arms. We've got, of course, we've got the Maganel here, as well as all these men-at-arms. Council goes down, no problem. Defensive tower now starting to fire. And these forces are going to go ahead and make their way into the house. The archers should get in there as well. They're not going to do much on the outside. Now they're dead. We do have a keep here being deployed out by orange, but so far it has not been able to actually deploy it out. A number of crossbowmen, a large number of crossbows deployed out. Crossbowmen, of course, the anti-heavy infantry. These men-at-arms are slowly being whittled away, but getting some hits there on these villagers. Orange now has down to 70 villagers, losing a lot of villagers. These guys need to get in. There's not enough room in the town center, actually. Man-at-arms getting some good hits there on these villagers now. He's losing a lot of them, that's for sure. Crossbowmen starting to finish off some of these men-at-arms. This villager will go down as well. I got some more horsemen able to hit more of these villagers. Orange now down to 60. He had like 80 before this engagement. Good wave of villagers now coming on board. Blue's trimming some more and more reinforcements, but needs to perhaps regroup. Right now, they're going to be picked off quite easily by all these crossbowmen. And Orange has defended himself, but has lost a lot in return. Blue has a massive reserve of resources, which just got all spent out. Looks like a bunch of man-at-arms being queued up. And his opponent is deploying out a counter to them, so it may not be a good idea to continue man-at-arms research. Or deployment, I should say, not research. These man-at-arms slowly being picked off. There's a spring gold in that tower. Okay. This keep will be completed. And looks like now Orange is going to deploy a battery ram to help engage that keep right there. His reinforcements over here are getting picked off, or whatever these guys are. Not necessarily reinforcements. Some Blue's villagers are getting picked off by these crossbowmen. Very nice. And going for a handful of battery rams will be very handy to gauge that keep. Orange trying to get overran right there. We have some more defensive towers there. We've got Spring Gold in this garrison as well as a couple of villagers, I believe. And he does grab the monk there. Can't exactly throw. He needs to get on the. No, he won't be able to get inside that palisade gate. He's just going to walk through it. Does lose the monk there. I was going to say he could perhaps get inside the gate and try to go for mass conversion. Towers now receiving quite a bit of fire from these forces, and now we do have some bold knights or lancers being deployed on now. We have some power elephants now being deployed on now. We've also got some burning oil as well. Keeps now receiving quite a bit of fire. The elephant has received quite a bit of fire. The monks are trying to heal the elephant from combat. Very nice. And it looks like he will get enough healing there on the elephant to save them. It keeps now on fire. Blue's forces up here, mostly composed of lancers. Does have a good force of men-at-arms as well. Over here, looks like Blue's advancing forward with his knights or lancers. And there is another town center being deployed out there, but Blue could be potentially interrupted. Orange advancing forward with his battery rams, power elephant, and his crossbowmen. But he's going to take a lot of damage here, but he does have actually a good defensive number of crossbowmen. Crossbowmen, of course, are effective versus the heavy units. Takes out all those heavy knights. Let's capture the central point, and now there's relic or sacred site victory possible for Orange. But I don't think he's going to get it. That is not secure whatsoever. There's actually a couple villagers there. I think one of them should be able to get the sacred site. And the right side does have some walls. That one is well protected, but the left one is not protected. Got a Mangonel now firing away. Does take out the battery ram there before it reaches the Mangonel. Now the palisade wall is receiving some fire. Those are 2 points being neutralized at the same time. We got a good number of forces here, and he's keeping his relic right there for mass conversion. And this wall segment there, he does not have any range units other than the Mangonel. He could just go towards this wall segment there in order to try to go for mass conversion. Especially if he pushes forward through the palisade wall, there's a good chance that he gets a mass conversion. He's going for a mass conversion. Does not get it successful, however. Almost charged back into it as well. Orange force is going to be overran. The monks will go down. He could drop the relic with one monk and then get the other one to go for mass conversion. But right now it's probably too busy trying to micro this crossbowman. Crossbowman's getting overran. Mangonel charging on forward as well. Reinforced Spearman trying to stop his opponent from advancing forward. Mangonel firing. Gets a decent hit there onto the Spearman. Now Horseman charging forward onto those crossbowmen, able to overrun them no problem. His forces starting to slowly cleaned on up. Left side, you got the crossbowman trying to clear out this area. It does spot this outpost, so maybe we'll go out battering ram with those crossbowmen and then just go at the outpost. Does have the knight here. Relic still on cooldown. Monk's going to try to make his way forward, but the conversion's still on cooldown. We do also have an outpost over here, and has been upgraded to Spring Gold, and now being upgraded with the fortified outposts, making it much more durable. Second side now being captured up by blue this time by Imam. Good hits there onto those villagers. Mangonels do fire, get some good hits there onto the cavalry, but of course cavalry are very resilient. On the left side, Scholars trying to capture the point, but that Spring Gold of the outpost will rip them apart. Limb by limb, probably, as well. Orange trying to get some hits there on these villagers. Orange's horsemen are going down. And these camels are trying to overrun these forces. Knights are running around trying to avoid these camels. Camels do have plus 14 damage versus cavalry, so they're very effective versus these knights. Knights do not have any additional damage versus camels. We do now have a keeping put out by blue. Does have the oil firing as well. You could throw some archers or stuff. It doesn't have any archers to throw into that castle for more defense. Camels are charging forward, trying to deal with these horsemen. They're going to fall back now. Spearmen are trying to charge forward, receiving a bit of fire. They're veteran spearmen as opposed to opponent's current hardened spearmen. Of course, they charge forward with no support. Both sides, military sides are quite similar. Orange does have less villagers at the moment. Economic wing. Let's see as well. Looks like just got the tier 2. Not sure how many. Okay, he has 46 out of 60 village structures for his tier 3 bonus. The keep's now under siege, receiving quite a bit of fire from these two counterweight trebuchets. The keep's now on fire. And the Lancer is falling back with the and will be healed up by a Scholar. Keep does go down there. Over here, this point is still unsecure. Looks like it's fully walled off by blue. It looks like Orange's cavalry is trying to find some opportunities along the wall or around the flanks, and right now he does not find any sort of opportunity. He's going to be eyeing for a counterattack there. Does spot the outpost. Actually, a large number of outposts being deployed out by Orange. Goes forward with his heavy cavalry. Got a number of crossbow here to support, as well as some villagers trying to shank some stuff. Villagers, of course, are not very effective versus these units. And blue is in Imperial Age, while Orange is still not. Veteran horsemen and heavy cavalry or lancers are going to make their way into this opponent's base, trying to go for defensive wooden walls there, but unable to get them up in time. We will find an opening there, and we'll start engaging, trying to get out another layer of wooden walls there. I think he will be successful in that set, and he will trap in this heavy cavalry into this region. Over here, looks like just raiding. I see none of these villagers are getting hit as well. Trying to deal with this heavy cavalry. Crossbow getting them slowly looted away as well. These villagers will need to get back to work. Orange does have 94 villagers, suppose opponents 110. Blue's advancing forward with some forces now. We do have the cavalry trebuchets being deployed on out, as well as some mangonels. Goes charging, advancing forward. This quick hits there onto the cavalry trebuchets. And these forces are getting hit, getting forced back by the crossbowmen. These forces are starting to make their advance. Let's see some villagers there. We got the spearmen advancing forward, as well as the Sacred Site now being captured on top. Mangonels getting some good AoE damage on these forces. Now we do have the cavalry trebuchet decent on top, but not really exactly a unit designed to engage infantry forces. We could probably hit the spring bolts. Blue's Mangonel does fall back. This gate is becoming a bit of a death zone for both sides. Orange has had a very good number of crossbows. This is better for Orange rather than Blue. Blue trying to push forward with cavalry, but they're trying to stab each other through the fence line, which are relatively successful. Mangonel needs to keep on firing, hitting these forces. So it's going to just make a retreat from this fence line. You go and bust that down, reinforcing, regathering, regrouping. Now we do have some elite spearmen for Blue, which should be very useful versus knights. There's a lot of crossbowmen. Camels are not a heavy unit, they're a light unit. War Elephant and Knights are charging forward into the camels. With the camels, but now got a lot of subordinate arms advancing forward. Elite spearmen coming for the stab stuff. Mangonel's trying to engage, so I think there's a good hit there. He's hit this group of force again with Mangonel. Does hit dodge there, does lose before this crossbow in there. And here comes Springballs picking up the Mangonel. Kind of what Trebuchet trying to make us withdraw. We have Council here, could throw some units inside of it. The House of Wisdom is now to siege, does have this Golden Age. Going for a handful of Bariums, trying to batter down his opponent's town. We have a forward keep being put out by Orange as well. Over here, they got some men at arms, but the keep here will defend. I think this is over for Blue. There's a lot of force streaming into his town now. Spearmen are making a counterattack trying to deal with these battering rams. So the horsemen. Blue's defensive floor trying to deal with the spring golds, but there's too many crossbowmen for him to deal with at the moment. And looks like Blue has backed out of the game. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay.